The Lagos State Governor, Babajide Sanwo-Olu, has reiterated his commitment to deepen the relationship and, of course, build more partnerships with the Norwegian government in energy, infrastructure and technology to help create a thriving economy. Governor Sanwo-Olu made this comment when he received the Norwegian Minister of Foreign Affairs, Anniken Huitfeldt, at Lagos House in Marina. Take a look.
Having access to constant electricity supply is one area residents of Lagos State expect the government to resolve as soon as possible. The Lagos State government is fully aware of how epileptic power supply is affecting businesses in the state. To address this disturbing issue, it's taking steps to decentralize energy.
For electricity, we are also working with the National Assembly to make sure that it's sort of decentralized. So as it is now, there is little that the states can do apart from intervention. And the challenge is, if a state government buys transformer for a community now, it becomes the asset of the discos, even though the discos did not buy it. So the challenge is, does it make sense? And remember, discos are private organizations. So why should state government be buying things for private organizations? So, but it's metal, those are the conundrum and those are the issues that is being resolved. So we are working with nationals to make sure that states can have input and work with disco. We are lucky in Lagos. The two discos, Eko Disco, Ikeja Discos, are exclusively for Lagos. And therefore, it's easier if we work with them to say, okay, what do you need to generate? If Lagos can generate, say, 1,000 megawatts, I think we'll be fine. But the challenge is, how do you, it must be off-grid. Because if it is on the grid, then it can go anywhere. So Lagos State doesn't want to put in money and then you send it to Ondo State or another state. So it must be for. So how do we ring fence it? So those are some of the challenges that we are looking at. And TCN, working with TCN, we must build mini grids for maybe regions or states or whatever, so that at least each state or each region can come together and determine their own destiny along in terms of the power. So those are the challenges, but we must make sure that we fix those before we are able to move forward.
That's not all. Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu was also partnering with the Norwegian government in the area of energy and technology in order to boost the state's economy. The Norwegian Minister of Foreign Affairs, who paid a courtesy visit to Lagos House Marina, says Norway is ready to contribute to the Lagos energy transition plan.
One thing is to be elected, but it's even more difficult to be re-elected. I had an excellent meeting this morning with your Commissioner for Energy, and we are trying to do our best to support cooperation between our two countries when it comes to the green transition. We are both oil and gas producing nations, and now we are trying to utilize all this know-how in the green transition. And I'm extremely impressed by your green transition ambitions, so Norwegian companies can contribute to your plan. And the Norwegian Embassy also has a dedicated Lagos action plan, because this is an extremely important city for Norwegian companies, not only now, but also for years before. So we are looking for even more business opportunities and more areas where we can cooperate even closer.
Governor Sanwo-Olu believes ensuring clean energy will help Lagos remain resilient to any challenge.
A lot of our people, right, are small, medium businesses, right, and power, electricity, becomes a major veritable tool for their businesses to continue to run and run very well. So we all agree, that not only do we need clean energy, we actually need, renewable energy, in large, numbers. And I think from a brief, that's why we have a large number of cabinet members here. Also in transportation, we're trying to see how well we can reduce, greenhouse emission in all of our public buses. How do we do that transition into a lot of renewable, buses? But we need to have even the regular power, before we can do all of that. We're renewing our infrastructure, new bridges are coming up, new roads are being constructed. On health, we will say that we've done fairly well, even coming out of COVID, and how we were able to rescue the country, and all of the additional investments that we've pushed into the health sector, especially, under the One Health coverage, infrastructure, training, capacity development, more health frontline health workers, recruitment and all, and building new, upskills, in that sector. More importantly, it's really around ensuring that we can create an economy where investment is real, where the ease of doing business, both local and foreign, they can believe in the stability of the state. Yes, we're subnational, but we want to continue to remain, the destination of choice, for investors. And so we're open to investment, in new areas, especially in technology, which is one area that we know that all of the unicorns in Africa are here in Lagos, but we want to deepen it. Deepen because of also the large young population that we'll also have, right? So that for us is a must-do.
The Lagos Electricity Market Plan seeks to provide cheaper, cleaner alternative to inadequate grid power and speed up the industrialization plans of the state.